Lucee. Yep, get all the crumbs. Sit. You're gonna be one that'll learn how to sit pretty, aren't you? Come here. Did I lose your interest in the treat? Sit. Stay. So distance work is tough for her. As we start to move away from her, that's a developmental thing. At this age with puppies, they want to be right where you are.
Yeah.
So the most I've been able to really get is like 2 or 3 steps when there's nothing going on. So you'll want to practice that with her at home. And so my best advice there is sit, stay, give her a second to settle in before you take a half step back. Wait another second. Take another step back, but see how I caught her before she got up? Okay, good girl, good girl. Keep it brief because we're trying to set her up for success.
Okay.
Lucee, sit. You know how to sit. I know good and well that you know how to sit. Stay. Okay, good girl. So see how I did that? Hesitate for a second, then take a step back. You want to try it with her? Sure. So here she is. A little piece of treat. She's got him now. Lucee. Okay, sit. Sit. So when she's blatantly ignoring you like that with the treat, if you take it right in front of her nose.
Okay.
Come here. And go down and back. They'll usually push them into a sit.
Okay.
And it's okay to reward sit every once in a while, just to still work on sit because she's still just a baby.
Sit. Sit. Stay. Okay.
Very good. Girl. That was perfect. So you set her up to be successful there. We didn't ask a whole lot of her right now because she's excited.
Yeah.
You guys are here. There's a lot going on. There's treats everywhere. You know, she's excited. She just had a bath. Got blow dried and everything, so it's been a big day for Lucee. So she usually gets little, 5 to 10 minute training sessions here and there throughout the day.
Okay.
So this has been, a big day for her. And she's gonna have a lot of new stuff when she comes
the next
home.
couple of days.
Yep, she's very welcoming with all dogs, so I think she's gonna be fantastic with your dogs.
Okay.
She will run straight up to them and try to jump on them and play with them. Just be aware of that.
Okay.
So if you have one that's snappy, I would keep her on leash at first and let them kind of meet slowly.
We thought maybe we would introduce them one at a time.
That's what I would do, yeah. I would start with whoever's the friendliest and likes to play. Because like with him, he is cranky with puppies. And so like, she doesn't care. She runs right up to him and jumps in his face anyways. And he snapped at her a couple times. He did get her on the head one day. She's fine. But she did have a little scabby there for a day or so. But she didn't learn her lesson. Like she was like immediately right back over there jumping on him like 10 minutes later. And I was like, really? Like, come on. But she's just very friendly with other dogs, which is okay as long as when we're out and about, she's not trying to drag you to every dog she sees. Does that make sense? Now this next one is try backing away from her and squatting before releasing her. Give this one a few weeks before trying it. So I'm just going to show you with one of my dogs how I do that. So let's use Sirius. Come here, Sirius. Sirius, sit, stay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna back away from him, and instead of just immediately squatting down to the ground, so think about when we ask our dogs to come to us. When we're teaching recall to the puppy, we're getting down low. See, even me putting my hands down, he thinks I'm calling him. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my hands on my knees, and I'm going to slowly work my way down. Okay, good boy, good boy. So you want to do this in stages. No, go to bed. So you want to do this in stages where you start out putting your hands on your knees, and then you can kind of go into like a Roman chair, and you just kind of work your way down to the ground, and then you can eventually sit flat on the ground. But do it in stages. If she'll let you back 6 feet away from her, that's when it's time to start practicing this. When you can tell her to stay, drop the leash, take a couple steps back, then it's time to start adding some other things. So on the distance work, it talks about, going away and then scrolling on your phone or clapping your hands or doing a little dance, little things like that. You can do all of that stuff with her when she's ready for it.
Okay.
Again, kindergarten.
Yeah.
So